So you guys saw this little piece of a peaceful, little piece of a one peaceful amongst everyone.
That's right, y'all. This right here, my dad brother. My dad brother. Yeah, Jay Gummy, man. What's good, Gummy? What's good? What's good? You got somebody right there? Yeah, man. So what's been good with you, my G? Oh, nothing much. I've just been doing cannabis events lately. We're right here at the Universal Bar Grill. Make sure you come down and watch this show out there. Yeah, that's right. You had that event on Saturday, right, last week? Oh, yeah, the Farmers Cup? Farmers Cup? Yes, Farmers Cup. Who was the best serve there? Who won the best serve? The best serve was Good Bear. Good Bear San Diego Fire. You guys need to check them out. Good Bear. The high cheese brand, one like all rosin. It was pretty fire. Good test there, too. They got Farmers San Diego, nothing but good vibes when I go out there. Everybody shows mad love out there for me. Much love to everybody out there. We had Reverie perform. We had Reverie. This is your home right here. That's pretty dope. Yeah, this is pretty dope. So, a lot of different dope artists. We always have like reggae bands and stuff out there. Fire, fire, fire. So yeah, what do you got coming up? Anything coming up?
Yes, next weekend I'm in San Diego in Oceanside. Okay. With Michael Gabriel, the Soul Spitters.
Soul Spitters, y'all.
He's introducing his new cannabis brand, Abuelitas. And we're gonna do like a little launch party. There's like a lot of different performers. Check it out on my IG.
Yeah, I hear that, man. Check it out, man. This guy been doing all the legal marijuana events. All the legal marijuana events, they're off the hook. You get pretty much hands-on all the new companies that are out there, all the new type of strands that are coming out. So yeah, just keep in contact with Billy on his IG. You can follow him, book him if you want. He does bar mitzvahs. He does them all. He does them all. All right, man. Let's continue with the show. Thank you, Gummy. Your mix was fire.
Thank you.
I enjoyed it. I know everybody here enjoyed it. B-Sides going Hollywood, y'all. So check it out, man. We need to bring up these producers, man. We got a pretty heavy set of producers here, yo. And man, I'm fucking blessed. Blessed to interview y'all. So Nug Life, why don't you come on up, man? We got Nug Life, the original. What up, the original? And my boy, right here, Wake and Bake. You're gonna want to control the audio and come up on the platform right here. Yeah. You can go up to the thing, multitask. See that's called man right there. Come on, come on. All right, y'all. So let's start off all the way to my left over here. Here. Introduce yourself.
Hey, what up, what up? This your boy, Nut. We out here, baby. Place to be.
All right, pass it down, pass it like that.
DJ the original, chilling with my man Nug Life. Sushi, what up, what up, what up?
Hey, what's good? My name is Wake and Bake.
Hey, Wake and Bake. Wake and Bake is the man right here, man. He multitasking right here. All right, hey, first question for Nug Life right here, Mr. Nug Life. Man, dude, I followed you for quite some time. You've been on the B-Side show.
Bless, yeah.
So, man, dude, a lot of the artists that, mess with you come from the B-Side. They've been on our platform. And, dude, one of the albums that I really do enjoy listening to is some of the Val Wonder stuff.
Oh, yeah, man. We got some hitters, man. Elvis Sniper, man. Nothing to play with. And shout out B-Side, too. Even before B-Side and the artists around B-Side knew who I was. I was sitting there on the couch with Big G and watching everyone get interviewed when I was a youngin'. So shout out to y'all for the years.
Man, thank you. Yeah, man. So what is the DAW? What's the main DAW right now that you're using?
Ableton and Ableton Push is my baby. I just upgraded from Push 2 to Push 3, so I'll use that tonight a little bit. And it just reminds me of like Pro Tools in a way. You can set the colorway, make some nice beats, and then record in there if you don't have too much plugins stuff going on. And it's nice for mixing for me at least.
Okay, because the way you lay your shit, right? The way you're putting in the mix and everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
You just make, because once you start adding too many plugins though, it's a wrap. You gotta bounce it to a new project.
Yeah, you get buried. No, for real. So coming off of Ableton, what was the first DAW that you ever messed around with?
Reason 5 when I was like 16, probably 15. And then, got some basic understandings. Then one of my big OG producer homies was like, bro, you need this Logic real quick. So I tried Logic. And then that kind of helped me get into some production school things because they're already using Logic. And the rest is history, man. Because if you understand a couple softwares, you can get the hang of most of them. Pick your poison,
No, for sure. My first DAW that I messed around with was Fruity Loops. Yeah, I went from slicing reel to reel back in like the early 90s, late 80s. Man, the first DAW that I messed around with, was Fruity Loops, and I was kind of amazed on how fast the pace is, putting these together at the top of your, whatever's in the top of your mind, it's just come out of your fingertips, you know, seconds.
Youngins be flying through Fruity Loops, that's for sure. I'm not as efficient, but I see youngins just
right.
Pew pew. I'm like, oh.
Right? No, for sure, for sure. Now, be original, right?
Yeah.
The homie right here. Be original. My G. How you been, man? It's been a while.
I've been good. It's been a minute.
Yeah, my G. Man, so what you been working on lately? What's the recent track that you've been working on?
I've been working on a bunch of stuff. Right now, what I'm finishing up is the full length on Prodigal Son. So we got like one more song to do. He just got back from New York, so we got one more song to do, and then we'll be done recording on that. So it's dope too. It's a crazy record. Shaheem is on there, Captain Diamond's on there. It's nuts. It's real dope. XP on there. It's crazy. Yeah. It's a real dope project. Yeah.
So far, like, have you been working on it here in Cali, or have you been bouncing around in the studio?
I've been working on it here in my studio, Boom Bap Recording Studios. It's over at the Sound City Center Complex, 405 and Roscoe. It's over in that complex. So that's what my studio is. Yeah. So we've done everything there. I think when he was in New York, he did a couple joints with Tempo King and Mike Prince. So that's all that he recorded up there. Everything else is like we did it here.
Nice, my man, nice. And that's gonna be released pretty soon?
I hope so. I mean, we've been working on it off and on. Like, he's been so busy. And we just haven't had like a good 2 months to really just record. So it's been sporadic, man. It's been like a couple joints here and hit go away, and a couple joints and I go away, and a couple, so, but we just got the one to do. So it's been a minute, but yeah.
Isn't it amazing just like connecting the West Coast and the East Coast? Just connecting them together?
Yeah, I think it's real dope. I mean, I've been working with Prodigal probably since like 2005 or 6 or something like that. It's been a long time. It's been a long time. I've been working with him for a long time. And yeah, it's real dope, like, for us to get together. Of course, he's a Brooklyn guy. I originally grew up in St. Louis, lived in New York, and then moved out here.
Okay.
So, it's just a lot of different influences. And when we get together, we always tend to make really good stuff.
Nice. Yeah. Now, same questions. What was the first song you ever worked on?
The first one would have been Pro Tools. Would have been Pro Tools in 2001. I had a DG001. Yeah, and I was coming from 8 DATs, like in the late 90s. You know what I'm saying? Like 8 DATs and stuff like that.
Dude, and exactly, to actually have the ADAT go into the computer, it was actually easier to use Pro Tools back then, right?
Yeah, it was way easier because back then what would happen with the ADATs is like you would have to dump everything into Pro Tools and then edit. Before Pro Tools, you didn't really have anything. That's why recording sessions would take forever. Like you couldn't move vocals around. I mean, it was a mess. It was honestly at the time I didn't think it was a mess, but when I started using Pro Tools back in 2001,
okay,
that's when I realized how messy recording was prior to that.
Yeah, no, for sure. All the analog shit, stacks on stacks,
Yeah, the first time I saw Pro Tools was at Quad Studios when Nelly was recording his record, his first record. I went over there and I had not seen Pro Tools because they were in St. Louis recording stuff on ADAT. So they had to re-record his whole first album and they used Pro Tools. That was the first time that I had seen Pro Tools. And I saw how easy it was to work. It was like hybrid because everything was still mixed analog, but the editing of it was happening in Pro Tools.
Now, as far as the sound went, how was that? Like, just hearing the transition between that ADAT sound coming into this Pro Tools.
Yeah, like to me, the Pro Tools sounded way better. But again, they were still mixing everything analog. So the only thing Pro Tools was doing was just sending audio out into the analog gear. But yeah, it was for me, it was mind blowing. I couldn't believe it. Sometimes I think about it, I'm like, man, that's kind of crazy. Actually, one day I was at Prodigal had took me over to 36 Chambers, West Coast here, the one in North Hollywood, and RZA was telling me 36 Chambers, a lot of that they edited in an early version of Pro Tools. Yeah, he said they had to record everything to tape. It was so many of them, like you just couldn't edit it all on tape, so they would dump it in Pro Tools. It was like 4 or 5 tracks, They would edit it all and then bounce it back to tape, and then that's how they would mix everything.
Man,
Yeah,
y'all getting some history lesson right now on how these DAWs came out. And I'm telling you, Pro Tools working with it back in the days, it was pretty like self-explanatory, you know what I'm saying? But man, dude, I know a lot of cats that were transferring different on that, you know, that analog audio straight from the ADATs or whatever the case is. They were throwing it into Pro Tools. It was so easy to adapt and then messing with that MPC, you know.
Yeah.
So as far as like the beat machines, what was the first beat machine you ever messed with?
First one I ever messed with was MPC 60 and then the ASR 10. J.E. Nelly's producer, J.E. he had a MPC 3000 and he had a 60. So when I would go into his studio, I would mess around with that with the 60. It was very like rudimentary back then, but you could just make stuff happen.
Yeah, just the way the buttons were, the way that they click the button, right? You know what I'm saying? So man, that's dope, bro. That's dope. Let's get into my boy right here, who's just been controlling the audio right here at the Universal Bar and Grill for how long you been here? Since last year, you say?
Man, shit, like October, I think. End of October, 2025 is when I took over.
I had no idea that you were into like production and stuff.
Yeah.
I haven't heard your beats yet, and it's gonna be a treat to hear your beats.
I'm excited. Yeah, I'm excited for y'all to hear this shit. I've been making beats since I was like 13, I think.
Okay. Now, what year was that? Like 2000?
I want to say like 2006. So like I was just coming out of like 8th grade. I was in a band and I'm just like the drummer in the band. The band broke up. It's like we weren't really doing shit. We were just watching that Saturday show and smoking weed. So like, we stopped like half the band eventually. You know what I mean? And I didn't have a drum set, so I wanted to like stay fresh on drums. So I started fucking around with this weird ass program. Like I think it's called like acoustic craft. If you've ever, yeah, it's esoteric as shit. I think it's out there somewhere. But I started doing that, and then I was like, man, I should put like instruments and shit on this. So I got FL Studio and like, on the internet.
We're talking like 2006, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that nice little torrent that you got it from.
I acquired it, and then started making beats on there, and like, yeah, that shit's fun. It's just bucks. I just kept doing it, and like.
Yeah, the workflow on Fruity Loops is pretty dope. That's one thing that I love about Fruity Loops is the workflow. You can fly through a song. Alright, yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can fly through this, and even if you're trying to come up with a melody or something, it's real easy to make something.
It's like, it's super intuitive if you have ADHD, I feel like, too.
For real?
It's just like, the lack of organization that's inherent to the program is almost like good if your brain is really non-linear. But it also is like a clusterfuck at the same time. But, I don't know, I got fasted in the macros and shit,
Okay, yeah, for sure. So what are you working with now? What DAW you on now?
I have Ableton, but I still use FL Studio. I fucking record and mix and master in FL still. And
okay.
It's gotten really good. The new one is pretty fucking crazy. I'm not gonna lie, but
it's pretty cool. It has a lot of good plugins in there that because I use a native instrument. And native instrument for some reason just I have every single plugin, and I believe they just stopped making a bunch of them out of nowhere for the past year. I believe it went silent.
Yeah, they're insolvent, right? Like they're.
Well, yeah, they are. I hear that they're going out of business pretty soon. I want to say that Alpha Data might be going up. Something like that. I know they're going out though.
That's nice.
Native is sinking. The ship is sinking, y'all.
Well, somebody's gotta buy that shit because I need those contact libraries to make music. So hopefully somebody gets on that.
So what are pretty much you working on the theater, audio to theaters and stuff like that?
That's how I got into live sound low key. I had worked at theater school like part time doing live sound. The guy hired me because we wanted over music and shit. I don't have a background in theater. I don't know anything about musicals, but I'm not gonna lie to you. But it taught me how to fight feedback because it's like 24 mics running at once, and a lot happening. So I learned that. That kind of got me relatively good. This has been kind of a recent comparison, but I mostly introduced like stuff that, like a lot of stuff I do in the studio. I do hear a lot of parallel compression, and you wouldn't think it would work, but in a room like this, like shit work seems to work.
Yeah, this is an old place. This the acoustics in here.
Fucking crazy.
Yeah, you gotta bounce off every single wall. Yeah, it's a trip. It's a trip. That's right, brother. So pretty much you've been working a lot with Ableton, and then you use Fruity Loops still to master a lot of your stuff. And you have a lot of teachers from like the theater school that you've been going to, or the theater part, right, for the live stuff.
Low key, yeah, I think that for that. But I mean, I started mixing during COVID. I'm in a hip hop collective called High Track.
That's right.
There. Check us out. We're on Spotify and all that other shit. I started producing for them like in 2020, and we just didn't have any engineer, but we got this guy. His name is Deputy 718. He produced "Bitch Better Have My Money" by Rihanna, but he like gave us a Manly to use to record like our album and shit. Just kind of like let us have it for like a couple years. And so we recorded a bunch of shit, but we didn't really. My buddy Tony actually knew how to engineer, and he really just taught me more than anything. I think honestly, I could say Monday. His name is MX, like Monday with an X.
What's that? Okay.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's the homie. He's
you do a lot of
talented
mastering for you do a lot of mastering for your group?
Yeah, for the most recent project, it was me and then Dolo, who's one of the other members. He kind of like helped me out with the shit. It's just like, you know, it's 20 tracks on that album. It's basically everything we did in COVID. We released 5 years later, just now.
Yeah, a lot of people are like, during COVID just going to town. I know all these producers right here. A lot of good work came out of COVID, right? A lot of good work came out.
Madness. I need another round. I need one more round in this lifetime.
Was that around the time when you came out with that Val, the last Val album? Was it the second to last album she made?
We were cooking it kind of like how he was explaining cooking his projects, like sporadically. Maybe a couple tracks every few months, take a few months off, and over the years. So a lot of that came from that time, but I think we dropped her project 22, 23.
Okay.
But definitely I took a leap with Nug Live on some producer shit during COVID, and it was easy during that time to just do it all from a computer chair, you know. Even though previously I was learning how to go to shows, shake hands, break into the underground scene, even networking. Yeah, seeing what EOTR was doing, seeing what other
big up, piece of the river, y'all.
COVID was a time, but I'm glad we're out of it too, though. It was
for sure.
After to a hustle, it was a cool, interesting time.
So Nug Life, you have a nice brand with that? You sell any merch or anything?
Man, I mean, we've done good with vinyl. Rocky G and I, my homie who plays sax, we stepped into some vinyl sales, and I think the t-shirts always did well since the early days, and some cool sticker slaps, graffiti style merch, and just beat maker style merch. It's cool. I think for me though, being a studio rap, the royalties start to kick in if you really believe in yourself, and as time builds up, that's what really helps out and surprisingly brings in some cash to reinvest.
I think it's hard being a producer, especially out here in LA. You're like in a pool of a million producers. Everybody in LA is a producer, an MC, or a DJ. You feel me? Like, it's one of those three. But it's cool. I mean, it's hip hop. That's just the way it is, you know? I've seen it myself grow since the 80s. You know, I've been a baby. I was a baby with hip hop. You feel me? And I know you come from it too. You come from that era when flipping through these vinyl records and then like finding that right vinyl to just get that sample. Cut that sample, right?
Yeah, most definitely. I started DJing like in 1989, so I've been like really, I think immersed in the culture. Yeah, just looking through vinyls, like, I mean, I kind of miss those days a little bit.
The dig, right? What was your favorite record store you went to back in the day? If you can remember it, like the last recent one that you went to.
The last recent one that I went to.
That you actually use those records to put together on a set and then go use it somewhere.
That would be this record store up in Ventura. I don't even know the name of it. Gosh, I don't know the name of it. But yeah, I mean, I used to dig around at that record store and really find some gems.
Record Surplus?
Yeah, I think it is Record Surplus.
Yeah, I remember that one. I remember that one.
Yeah.
That was a spot right there. A lot of promos right there. I remember that.
Yeah. I haven't. Thing is, like with vinyl sets, like I just haven't done vinyl sets in like many years.
Wow.
Many years. I mean, many years. I'm talking like 15, 16 years probably.
It's good therapy now, bro. Trust me, it is.
Man.
I see through, like, right next to me, I have, like, maybe a good three crates of records. And, bro, like, I have a lot of new stuff that I've done. And I put sets together, and I don't play from anybody else but myself in my room. You know, or I'll go live on Instagram or something, you know, do a little set. But, yeah, man, I still collect my records, bro. I still do.
Man, I don't. I think I was in a record pool, like, when I was in New York, so I had enough records to, like, fill up this room.
Right?
Like, when I moved out here in 2000, it cost me like $6,000 to move those records from New York to Los Angeles. And that was in 2001.
Hey,
that's how many records
those were coming from UPS, and every time I saw that brown package, the brown box, that you know what I'm talking about, bro.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Hey, it's worth $6K. It's worth.
I mean,
dude, serious, bro. Like I remember getting stuff from like Def Jam. Def Jam used to sell real like just promos of just like who the heck is this artist? And then you'll hear them like 2 years later, like, dang, all right, okay.
Yeah, it was like that. But I haven't done vinyl in a long time because for me, I had got to the point where I was just DJing too much. Like I just couldn't like really. I just didn't have the time or the patience to really just pack the vinyl and do all that stuff with the technology. In fact, with the vinyl, like I had stopped DJing for real, like just playing out because I just got tired of it. Then when technology came along, Serato came along, and I didn't have to use vinyl, then I started again.
I hear you, bro. Yeah. When Serato came around, it was very, like, I stopped using the vinyl as well.
Yeah.
I want to say I really got back into playing with vinyl, maybe. So, like, COVID.
Yeah, I think vinyl is dope. Like when I see DJs use vinyl, I think it's dope. I think for me as the DJ, like I don't really DJ for any. Only time I DJ is for the Rams. I DJ for the Rams. That's it. So I don't do any other DJing besides that. Yeah. So I just don't need the vinyl. But I love to see when guys are like DJing with the little 45s. Those little tiny techniques, 1200.
You know, I just grabbed KRS-One Sound of the Police. Just grabbed it over at Aniba last weekend, bro. I saw the fourth one. I said, ooh, that's 7-inch. That's mine right there. You got another one? Ooh, man, they didn't have another one. So I gotta look for the second one. Yeah. Because I gotta have my double. Backups. Yeah, I get my double. Everybody knows me. When I buy a record off of an artist, I'm out there. You got another one? I get that double. Hey, the Sheets, one of them. This last album he came out with, that shit was fire, my G. It was fire. Yeah, I got 2 copies. I gotta get 2 copies of it, my man.
On that topic, it fucked my head up at like 15, 16 when I'm like trying to get into DJing, scratching on the wrong record player. I don't have digital vinyl, and then I seen Kid Capri, and I was like, this fool spinning audio too, like back to back, and I'm like, oh, this is different right here. Like, so it matters if like at least we're in this age and generation, but if you just dabble with some of the old shit, it'll change
exactly.
So much.
It does. Yeah. And the same thing with the production and everything. Like, production has came a long ways from that analog era into the digital age now. You know what I'm saying? And we got youngsters, man. We got youngsters as young as like 8 years old, where their parents is buying them just a computer and one little dog, and they're just coming out with a masterpiece.
Yeah, I think it's dope.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Man, so hey y'all, man, I had a good time chopping it up with y'all. Some of these best producers out here in LA, man. Yeah, let them know where they can find you at, Nugglife.
Man, Nugglife. Check me out on all digitals, nugglife.com, man. Spotify, iTunes, YouTube, whatever it is. I appreciate it, man. Every stream counts.
Yep, and then at DJ B Original, so that's DJ, the letter B, and then original, just like it's spelled. You can find me everywhere on that.
Hey, it's trippy as shit mixing up here, I'm not gonna lie. But my name's Wake and Bake. You can find me on YouTube at Wake and Bake Beats. Instagram is official Wake and Bake. You can type Wake and Bake Beats, and it'll say like the vegetables, the auto suggestion, which is fucking awesome. So just click that one. It'll probably still. Anyway, that's me.
Hey y'all, it was a blast, man. It was a blast. B-side, we are back, man. I don't know when we're gonna come back with another episode. Be back pretty soon with another one, probably. But yeah, man. DJ Clicho right here with my homies and shit. This is my muscle right here. And my dad brother back here, DJ Gummy. B-side show, act like you know. Peace. Peace. Yeah. Fuck up.